Hi, this is Mark Bunker from Xenu TV. I just wanted to say a quick hello before this weekend's picket. Anonymous is having another worldwide protest on Saturday, and once again I plan to be walking among you. I just wanted to tell you what a great day this is. This is Thursday right now, and it's important. Thursdays are important because Thursday at 2 p.m., every staff Scientologist has to report back to Scientology what their stats are for the week. If your job is to send out promotional brochures, you have to prove that you sent out at least one more promotional brochure this week than you did last week. That means you would be upstat. If you don't live up to what you did the week before, you're downstat. Now these stats are, this is how Scientology runs their organizations. This is what Hubbard said, run by stats. This means that every week you have to keep moving your stats up and up and up and up. And sometimes it gets, very quickly difficult to keep being upstat. But if you go downstat, you can get in trouble. Well, yeah, and it could even lead to you being sent to the RPF. So Thursdays at 2 is not only important in the world of Scientology, but it's also important to critics, because we like to see those stats crash right before Thursday at 2. And this Thursday, it happened. Anonymous was able to get enough media attention that today CNN did a big story about Anonymous and their protests. John Roberts of CNN actually interviewed Tommy Davis after the story about Scientology. And that was a great interview. Now, John Roberts, unfortunately, he was trying to get an answer to disconnection. He was citing the fact that Scientology breaks up families, and Tony Ortega from the Village Voice was one of the people who pointed out that disconnection happens. They break up families, including David Miscavige's own family, and John Roberts brings up DM's niece, Jenna. And Tommy Davis is the Scientology spokesman sent out nowadays, and it's amazing because it's like they cloned Mike Rinder. You wondered, well, what would they do without Mike Rinder? Well, Tommy Davis stepped right up to the plate, and Tommy Davis is lying through his teeth about there being no disconnection. And John Roberts tries to push him on that. He tries to follow up a couple of times to say, well, if that's not what disconnection is, would you please explain what the disconnection policy really is? And unfortunately, Tommy Davis filibusters just long enough. If Roberts had asked one more time, we might have been able to get him to pin the fella down. But Tommy Davis got out of that one. I think I could be an official spokesman for Scientology at this point. If they ask me any of the questions that they're going to give to these, PR people, I can give those answers. What is Scientology? Well, I suggest you read a book. Come into the org. The doors are open. Come to the Scientology buildings and find out yourself. Don't listen to what those people on the internet are saying. Read a book. It's that simple. You don't actually have to say anything to be a Scientology PR person. But thankfully, along the way, they also lie. For instance, asking about, the upper level materials today. Tommy Davis was laughing off the fact that, that has anything to do with space aliens covering your body. Right. It's just a shame that we don't have the documents in these reporters' hands, so they could say, well, I'd like to put up on screen right now OT3 and have you respond to that. But we're getting close. The reports are still out there, and everyone's doing a great job, and I appreciate that. Working in TV news now for a few years, I can tell you that reporters are assigned a story generally at the beginning of the day, and in a few hours they have to become experts and report on that later in the night. So they don't always get everything right, but it's good to see that they're out there covering Scientology and this anonymous protest. So I want to thank you for continuing to speak out, and Anonymous for you to continue marching in the streets. I know I haven't been talking that much lately since the YouTube channel went down. It's very difficult here at Vimeo because you only have 500 megs a week to upload at this point, although they're talking about expanding that. So I'm not hopping on the camera as much, but I hope to see you more often here and at YouTube. Feel free to spread this video around, and I'll see you on Saturday at the picket. Also, right there at Xenu TV.